And time for our next MTGP world title, this time the super middleweight world title. And please welcome firstly to the blue corner from France, James Le Jaguar Benal.
So on to our co-main event, and this man became the Muay Thai Grand Prix light heavyweight champion of the world with a victory of a man in Marley, Zwanenberg's corner, Ryan Lee. So he will have an insight into James Benal's strengths and weaknesses. Benal is aware of this. Of course, he's gone down a weight, vacated the title to try and double up his chances of becoming a two-weight world champion. 20 wins from a 29-fight Muay Thai career. 30 years of age now, the Frenchman.
Welcome to the red corner from London, England, by way of Holland. It's Marley T1000 Zwanenberg.
Well, famously, the entrance music of the long-reigning heavyweight boxing world champion Vladimir Klitschko, but tonight it rings out to the entrance of Marley Zwanenberg, the biggest night of his career. He made his debut here in September 2015. It's familiar territory here, but the stakes for him may be in the same ring, but they're so much higher tonight. The debut present in Athens when he falls short against the powerful Dimitris Chotis for the kickboxing world title at 77 kilos. I think he can have better fortunes this evening.
And ladies and gentlemen, this bout will be for the vacant MTGP Super Middleweight World title. And this bout will be contested over 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you, firstly, fighting out of the blue corner. He brings an excellent record of 26 wins with only 8 defeats. He's a former MTGP light heavyweight champion. And he's representing Fight Club Metz-Bonnet in France. It's James Le Jaguar Benal. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He has a record of 12 wins with only 2 defeats. He's representing Team Q Gym in central London, England. By way of Holland, it's Marley T1000 Zwanenberg.
They call him T1000 because he's like the Terminator. No expression on his face generally, and one intent: destruction.
Well, our co-main event here this evening. Referee on your screen there, Sean Boland, has done a terrific job, not having an easy night's work. So the super middleweight, the vacant Muay Thai Grand Prix world title. James Benal there, the left of your screen. Marley Zwanenberg on the right.
You can see straight away James favouring more movement, and Marley just going for that very calm approach, ready to unload when he needs to, but everything nice and relaxed at this stage. Oh, heavy low kick there from Benal, just taking him straight off his feet.
It will be interesting to see, Dave, as well. Benal has come down a few kilos from light heavyweight, how that affects him. He didn't look He didn't look out of shape at light heavy. He certainly looked as if 1 or 2 kilos could come off, but he looks leaner.
Yeah, he looks better at this weight.
Looks like a more natural weight for him.
Yeah. Of course, he beat Ryan Lee in the corner of Zwanenberg now, so he'll have insight into how that was.
Insight and kind of perfect preparation in a sense as well. Preparing mentally for what he's in for, the types of things he can expect, all key at this level.
Zwanenberg just loves to fight. Absolute gentleman outside the ring, complete masochist inside the ring.
3 elbows to the back of the head there for Benal, as Zwanenberg was just sort of bent over the ropes.
A-class rules.
Left team as well. Right team. Yeah, it's all good.
Zwanenberg wins over Danny Gunter by knockout. His debut in the Muay Thai Grand Prix series, the first over Thomas Mendes, unanimous decision. Second Muay Thai Grand Prix, and Kianis Kiriakou by majority decision.
Nice elbows there, left elbow, then a knee, then a right elbow. Just mixing it upstairs, downstairs. Just not quite finding the mark with the point of his elbow, so no cuts. But he's found there's an opening. Zwanenberg just pushing his weight through there. See, he's seen there's an opening for elbows. Working for position, using his left arm just to lock the right arm of Benal. A knee to the body. Last few seconds of this round.
So the end of the first round, the feeling out process done. Small cut just in the middle of the eyes of Marley Zwanenberg. Very, very small indeed. Nothing really to write home about. Certainly nothing that's going to be of consequence at this stage. It'll be interesting for Ryan Lee in his corner, going through this process, having been opposite this very man in this very situation himself.
Marley always very relaxed. Look at the way he's intently listening there to Ryan and to Philip Chu in his ear.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Zwanenberg went to Athens in May last year. He was the underdog versus Demetrius Chiotis for a kickboxing world title. He fell short there.
Yeah, it was a hard fight against a tough opponent. I was there. But Marley just loves to fight. He'll fight any rules. Kickboxing rules, Muay Thai rules. He just likes the sport.
Just knocking on the door of a world title. Will it open for him this evening? Benal just looking for the right hand over the jab.
Good clinch there from Marley, just using his head and locking the body down. Nice long guard there from Marley, just popping his right hand across as that teep came up. Now Benal using the right arm to lock out Marley Zwanenberg's arm and pop the elbow through. Taste of his own medicine there.
Elbow on top of the head from Benal.
Use your hands, Marley. That's it. Nothing. Hey, jab right hook.
Two exchanging knees on the inside.
Step into the jab right hook.
Zwanenberg came over with an overhand right.
Good knees there around the side from Marley.
And a second on the back of it, then a third.
Nice strong lock on with the body there. James just doing well to lock him up there and stop him working. Good kick.
Outside of the Metz-Borny Fight Club in northeastern France on the German border.
That was narrowly missing there with that left uppercut elbow that Marley threw.
Zwanenberg is taking the initiative, pushing Benal back onto the ropes.
You could just hear Ryan Lee saying push back into the clinch because he doesn't like it, and it does seem that way as Marley comes forward. It's very strong there, and James Benal looking a little bit uncomfortable in that position. Nice turning knee there from Zwanenberg.
Benal trying to work with him, isn't he? Not having quite the same effect. Oh, lovely elbow on the inside there. That was good work from Zwanenberg. Ryan Lee shouting space. End of that second round.
Yeah,
Lifted up and walked back to his corner there.
yeah, I think he's just giving him a little breather there and taking him off his legs for a second. He looks very tired from that clinch, and I think the weight of Zwanenberg, as we watch the replays here as well, there's that deep to the face, nicely blocked by Marley. But the weight, the way that Marley pushes his weight on his opponent and makes you feel uncomfortable, it's sapping the energy from Benal, I think. And maybe the weight cut, who knows? Maybe it's hard for him to get down to this weight.
He's campaigned at super middle before, and from what I've seen, he's went up to light heavy was the exception. But just wonder whether going up, kind of blowing up to that weight, then coming back down a little bit harder. We have seen that before.
Marley is very strong at the weight himself.
As you get a little bit older, the weight cut just becomes a little bit more tough. Positive start again from Zwanenberg.
There's that slip. Slip. Run it. Set it up.
Nice work there from Zwanenberg. Getting his leg chopped now though, he needs to block. But you can see Zwanenberg is taking the center of the ring. He's pushing his opponent back to the ropes, and he's dictating the pace of this fight now.
Just working away with those knees on the inside again. Zwanenberg is dominant in the clinch stage. And as you say, Benal just looks uncomfortable facially, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can see he doesn't like being there.
Just ever so slight hints of frustration on the face of the Frenchman. Oh, nice elbow on the inside, was indeed.
These are good knees from Marley too. You can see the more time spent in the clinch, the more this favours blue. Sorry, red. Zwanenberg.
Oh, it's been a long night.
Well, they're black and white, so it's hard to see. Great elbow there.
Yeah, just working hard in the clinch, isn't he? Just out hustling him as well as keeping everything nice and technical. He's just working hard. But it doesn't yet, Zwanenberg, look as if he's really gone into fourth gear, does he? Just looks calm and relaxed, composed.
Nice taking the back, good knees to the kidney there. Strong knees, elbowing from the back. Look at the facial expressions here from both guys. telling a very different story. Great little uppercut elbow on the right there. Benal not able to lock Marley's arms up, and this is a problem. Good knees.
Nice, Marley.
Benal looking to be in some pain here. Zwanenberg landed a nice right hand to the body, the elbow on the inside, just above our commentary position here at the O2 Arena in London. And, well, first time for everything. It's a little bit too close for comfort at times, with 20 seconds to go in round number 3, world title on the line.
This is nice work from Marley now.
Oh, lovely high kick. He's hurt
How
Benal.
on earth is he on his feet after that?
But it's a cut above the left eye. His legs have
Look
gone.
at his legs. He was saved by the bell there. That kick just split his eye open. Look. What? Can we get that on the replay,
well,
please?
Absolutely. It's a game changer from Zwanenberg, and perhaps the best time that it could have possibly occurred for James Benal. But goodness me, what a time for Marley Zwanenberg to land a game-changing shot in a world title contest. Ryan Lee just looks over to the corner of the Frenchman that had the better of him a few months ago for the light heavyweight world title, but has Zwanenberg swung things right the way in his favour here.
Oh, that's a reasonable cut there on the eyebrow, straight through the eyebrow of James Benal.
So just talk us through the highlights from the last round.
I think this is the kick here. Yep, he leaned down into it. Marley read his movement and just landed that kick perfectly, flush across the face. I don't know if they've managed to stem the bleeding very well in that. It'll be interesting to see.
But also, not just the bleeding, but whether his legs are underneath him.
Seconds away.
You can see the way, the demeanour, he walks out into the ring. It's almost like he doesn't want to be there at this time.
Just wonder whether you're looking at a beaten man, and is the writing on the wall here. Zwanenberg momentarily slips, gives Benal a glimmer of rest, just a moment's peace.
That was a big, distinctive action that happened there at the end of the third, and it was almost like he was saved by the bell. And every shot he gets hit with now, you can see the difference in the expressions on James Benal's face. He does seem like a beaten man.
And the referee, Sean Boland, will be having a close eye at the Frenchman as Marley Zwanenberg hones in on the target, looking for that shot. He's in cruise control now. Benal in survival mode.
Yeah, bleeding from the mouth and nose as well. Good knees. Great knees from Zwanenberg again. Left elbow over the top.
His legs still aren't fully underneath him, the Frenchman.
He's got the arms locked down well as Marley. Referee keeping a really close eye on that. There's blood pouring from the nose of James Benal. His eye is all bloodshot. He's split through the eyelid.
Well, these fighters are renowned for their abilities to masquerade and put on the perfect poker face, but even the brave world champion James Benal is unable to do that. The pain etched all over his face. He's in real trouble here, and Marley Zwanenberg is inching closer to a world title here at the O2 in London.
Yeah, it's written all over their faces here. Look, can't help but feel like we're one big shot away from a win here for Marley.
A high kick there, didn't even land with full contact, but still wobbled the Frenchman above our commentary position here. Well, it's difficult to watch at times this, because Benal's being so brave, so valiant, and
I mean, he's a warrior. He's a world title in his own world title holder in his own right.
Of course, and you don't want to count him out, but just feel as if he's going out on his shield here. It's bravery to the nth degree. Zwanenberg just round the back, putting that knee in. 45 seconds still. This would have felt like a really long round for James Benal. Spinning elbow attempted there, didn't land with any real force.
30 seconds to go here. Benal breathing heavily. Zwanenberg pushing him back onto the ropes. This is what I like about Marley Zwanenberg. He doesn't take needless chances. He knows he's doing well. He sticks to the game plan. He does what he needs to do. Doesn't make silly mistakes. That's why they call him the Terminator. Cold, calculated, accurate.
Well, he just looked into my eyes as you were saying that, and there was nothing there at all. Just calm, calculated malice. He looks in control. And he's now covered in kind of pink tinge from the blood of James Benal from that cut over the left eye and the nose too. Zwanenberg in full control. So look at the highlights from that round where he suspected that the writing would be on the wall. Benal did incredibly well to see the round out. Zwanenberg didn't necessarily capitalise on it as well as he could have given the situation.
No, but often that's the best thing to do, is not to go chasing the stoppage. It comes when it comes. It's better to stick to what you're doing. He's doing really well. He's scoring well. He's outpointing the man. So continue doing what you're doing.
Well,
Corners, 10 seconds.
3 minutes between Marley Zwanenberg.
Stalling for time there in the corners just to give their man a little bit more of a breather. As again, he takes that walk to the center of the ring that almost seems like he doesn't want to be there. Zwanenberg just closing him off.
Nice high kick again.
Good shot to the body.
He rode it well, but he's just not got anything left in the tank as he's been hurt on numerous occasions and hasn't quite got enough to start coming back, we think. Or can he completely flip the script? Wouldn't be the first time. Just maybe a little bit of spring back in his step.
I think Marley's just taking his foot off the gas a little bit as it's the 5th round. He's not seeking the finish. He's expended a lot of energy.
As you say, the pace of the contest has dropped considerably. It's not Zwanenberg that needs to force it at this stage, therefore if Benal is unable to do so.
No, Zwanenberg has won this fight so far, and it's just a case of protecting your win in the 5th round sometimes. Sitting back, making sure you're scoring, still score with your shots, but not cause yourself any danger, don't make unnecessary mistakes, don't throw it away.
And I think as well, it speaks volumes that Benal is not trying to force the issue when he must know that he's behind, and I think that tells you just how empty the tank is and maybe how hurt he has been and just how well he's done to get through the last kind of 4.5, 5 minutes.
Yeah, big respect. He's a tough guy.
And you have to respect somebody that's willing to vacate a title to go down and risk a shot at another.
40 seconds, Marley, 40 seconds now.
As we head into the last 30 seconds of this fight and this final round to decide the super middleweight world title.
Just teep upstairs from Zwanenberg as he closes in.
Great knees inside and outside in the clinch as there's a massive cut opened up on the forehead of James Benal now.
The teep to the head of all things that caused it. And it is with relief that James Benal sees the final bell here in London. Absolutely terrific contest. It was a game-changing shot that just swung the momentum further in the way of Marley Zwanenberg, and Well, barring an absolute miracle on the judging scorecards, he has avenged the defeat of his stablemate Ryan Lee and his close friend to the man in front of him, James Benal, who came down a weight, vacated the light heavyweight title, remember, and fought bravely through some real adversity in the middle rounds to see the contest out. But surely, he's done nowhere near enough to claim his second title.
Let's watch the replay here, see if we can see that cut to the head.
It was a teep as they were coming towards our commentary position.
Is this it coming up here? Just missing with that right elbow. This could be it, because this is above our position in the commentary spot.
It's a knee to the jawbone. I think this may be it here, Dave.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that was in the jaw. That's that left elbow.
That came through.
Left uppercut elbow that caused that cut to the head.
Well, terrific contest. Great sportsmanship, and we're standing by with referee Sean Boland, our master of ceremonies Peter Lowe, for an official announcement of the Muay Thai Grand Prix Super Middleweight World title.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for both of these men after 5 excellent rounds of action. And at the end of those 5 completed rounds, your ringside judges have reached a unanimous decision, all in favor of your winner and the new MTGP Super Middleweight Champion of the World. Fighting out of the red corner, it's Marley T1000 Zwanenberg. Show your appreciation for our very game runner-up from France, James Le Jaguar Benal. Scott Kent of Lion Fight will now present the Super Middleweight MTGP World title to your champion. One more time for Marley Zwanenberg.
I just want to say thank you for everyone who came to support me. It means a lot. I want to make a good thing with James, because you know he's a very good champion and he gave me a hard fight. But I just want to call out Dimitris Kiotis from Greece, because last time we fought, I don't think it was a fair shake. So I would like to see you again, maybe here in July or something like that. But thank you to everyone. Thank you to James.
Marley Zwanenberg.
Well, very interesting words from Zwanenberg. We knew that he was hurting from that loss over in Greece that you saw, Dave, and a challenge reissued to Kiotis, who beat him in Greece for the kickboxing world title. Wonder if they'll put both on the line.